Request the girls from class 10 to kindly present the plants to our chief guest. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Mic to our chief guest, Sir Devatish Chakraborty, who speaks some few words which will inspire our young minds.
It's my proud privilege to be amongst you, my dear children, the students of Sarada, Vidya, Nilayam. And I am very much grateful to Madhu sir, who has actually given me this platform to be with you on a National Science Day. National Science Day is a great day, 28th of February. We remember National Science Day Award for is Dr. C.V. Raman. You all know?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Dr. C.V. Raman is the only Nobel Prize winner from India. You know, he is the first man. He got associated with Association of Cultivation of Science, a small place, from a humble background, and he has grown into such a place. While coming from England to India, after meeting Rutherford, the big scientist like that, he found that it is that
I will speak without. I am quite vocal. You able to listen? Last bench? Able to listen to me? So I am comfortable. Otherwise, this is giving me disturbance. So he was coming from England and he found that the sea. He was observing sea. He was a great observer. He was observing sea and he was finding that it is not because of the sky it is blue. Something was going in his mind. Why it is so? So observation brought him there, he came back, he worked on it and he wrote to nature. I found something. And that is how the scattering of light has come into picture. You know?
Yes, sir.
So, he's not a small man. He's a thinker. He's having a scientific temper. He knows what to do, what he thinks, and accordingly he places himself. He works for it. Isn't it? He works with passion. Without thinking that how much money I will get out of it. No. He thinks that this is my science, this is an observation, why it's happening? Why it's happening? So all you children should have good observation. Whichever field you go, you need to have a very scientific temper. My message to you all is, if you have an observation, you will be good. So I find that a lot of people have lots of observation. Maybe anything. You don't know the answer, ask questions. Inquisitiveness and quest for knowledge is the backbone of our nation. If you cannot ask questions in fear that teacher may scold you or something, don't think like that. Teacher also will help you. All the teachers will help you. But you should have a question. And my message to the teachers is, I am not a teacher if I don't take the stupid room questions from them. I tell you a small story. When I was in the laboratory, I made a small stupid room where my scientist has to put up some questions which will be very stupid in nature, maybe very stupid in nature, but we got to answer them. Like suppose one scientist has come Friday, he said in that particular day, I called it stupid room. He says that, you see, acoustics, we are talking, no? So 3 people are there, I am talking. So, if energy, I am putting some energy, 3 people is listening. So, all 3 people are listening 1/3 or same.
They're listening to same.
If they are listening same, it is 3 times energy. Can it happen? Fine, ask me. This is the art. Art around here is there. On top of your vacuum is there. Why vacuum is not pulling? Because he found some toy. Vacuum is pulling things. It's a very good question. I may know the answer, may not know the answer, but I will learn from you with these questions. I'll get intrigued. You also will get intrigued with answers. Then go forward from there. Isn't it? So, it's a two-way traffic. And you are the backbone of the nation. You are the future of India. India is not a small country. India is a pretty big country. We have huge resources. You've already seen. So, you have to love our country. You have to love our fellow men. So, group G20 summit is happening, where India is the president for South America, Africa and Asia. Not a joke. We are in the helm now. We got to take it forward to whatever extent possible. India should be on the top of the map. This should be our first thing. So, Dr. C.V. Raman, after taking the Nobel Prize, he said, I was sitting in a room to take the prize, and I found that I am the only guy on a turban and a coat, and around me all Westerners, white-looking fellows are looking at me. At that time I realized I have done so much for my poor country, India. He realized. It humbled him. He was humbled. Then, what happened? Prize was given to him by Gusak, one king. And you know that when he realized at a later time that he was sitting under a British Union Jack. What is Union Jack, you know? Union Jack is a British flag under which he was sitting and taking the prize. Then he thought that I don't have even a flag of my own. I belong to a country, I don't have a flag of my own. That's the kind of connect he has with the nation, with his motherland. Don't you think so? Such a great person, and he broke down. He was in tears. While telling this story, I feel we all should feel this is my country and I have to serve it. Okay. Coming back to the basic point of a theme today, global science for global world. I take out global part. I say science and global. What is science? What is science? Science defines science. So I made a definition of my own. Systematic, S for systematic, C for comprehensive, I for investigative, E for exploration. Study of natural cause and effect. Whatever you see around, you must question. Whatever you have not understood, you must question. But I said, that's stupid, so many questions have come up. Why boys shirt button right side, girls shirt button left side? That also is a question. Why it's not standardized? Why ceiling fan rotating anti-clockwise, table fan clockwise? Question. Okay. In my first interview in my job, in one of the multinational company, first job, and I was seriously looking for a job. I am from a very humble background of the very middle class. Money is required. I have to get a job. I crossed all the hurdles and final interview is there. In interview, I was asked a question that how a car starts. You know, you all have rode cars. The one wheel will rotate less, another wheel will rotate more. No? So I thought I'm getting the job because I learned that. So I told about differential gear, how it functions, I explained. When you study engineering, you will also know that how it is differentiated, the speed is differentiated. Otherwise, both are having same speed means what? It will topple. So, After that, we asked a question. After this question, he asked another question. How a cycle rickshaw turns. There is no differential gear. I'm out. I thought I'm not getting the job. So I said, great pain, I'm leaving the job, I'm not able to get through after coming through all the way. Then I said, I would rather prefer the answer than the job. I got selected. But I tell you, you forget about all your disturbances. Calm your mind. Get going, do your job, you will be succeed. Always. So he told me, go back, put your cycle rickshaw upside down, power it. You will find only one wheel is rotating, another is freely keeping the gear. Okay? Observation. So whatever things you observe, you must observe it keenly. Okay? This is the first lesson. First. Anything, the bumblebee, Dr. Kalam said, bumblebee. Bumblebee, how it is flying? You take it to aerodynamicist. What he will say? No, it cannot fly. It has no aerodynamic shape. Aerodynamic shape has to be there. Aeroplane, you see some shape, no? The lift will be there, drag will be there. Bumblebee is a spherical type, almost spherical. How it is flying? So everybody was started giving some reply. Dr. Kalam said, you all are flying. You all are flying, trying to know the answer. So bottom line is, you must wish to fly. You wish to fly, you will definitely fly. That's certain. Now coming back to the science, when I said all this, and what is well-being? Science is this. Basically you need observation, you need a solid understanding, exploration, revealing, and then you try to find out what is it. It is not always that you only read science. Suppose you may not have an interest in science, you may have an interest in geography. But when you study geography, if you have a scientific temper, where you observe and study, your assimilation will be very good.